Greetings everyone, it's your local Trash Panda Slayer here again, with my first update video in 2 years? It's been a while, huh? First things first is what content I'm planning on doing from here on out. It's been over a year since my first ever band retrospective, and believe me, I've really enjoyed making these more music history-oriented videos. And it seems you've enjoyed them too, seeing as they are some of my best performing videos as of lately. So I definitely plan on making more of those once I get the time. One specific rock genre I'd love to make a full video on is grunge. It's amazing how 3 decades later, we're still seeing discussions about glam metal versus grunge. I've noticed an increasing amount of people online who are far more receptive to glam metal than grunge, and keep in mind, some of these people are in their 20s and 30s, if not younger, and weren't around when grunge mania struck, or not old enough to remember what was going on in music in the early 90s. I think some of this is a reaction to Nirvana fatigue on modern rock radio and online music circles. To be fair, I definitely say that it's more counterculture at this point to blast Dokken than it is to listen to anything Nirvana has ever made. But anyways, it might take me longer to get these retrospective videos out, and my videos in general for the next few months, because I've started taking online classes lately and have less time to focus on my videos and other projects. So maybe expect another video in this category to drop towards the end of the year. As for gaming content, yeah, I've been meaning to catch up on that. I haven't been that interested in gaming over the past year for a multitude of reasons, so I leaned pretty hard into the rock and metal content instead. I did just recently put out a review of the first 2 Twisted Metal games. That review was only 10 minutes long, and given the fact even my viewers question that, I might go out and make an extended version of the review sometime down the line. I do want to move away from PS1 and PS2 games a bit, and review some games from the 7th gen and some indie titles. One 7th gen game I'm definitely planning on tackling is Gran Turismo 5. I don't have a PS3 yet, but getting one should not be hard, and I already have a capture card that can record PS3 footage. GT5 is a game I've heard mixed opinions on. It's either one of the best or worst Gran Turismo games depending on who you ask. Truth be told, I've never played it, or 6. I think a review on it from a newcomer's perspective would be interesting. Next subject, Patreon. I've been considering launching a Patreon, but I have not been able to make up my mind on it. I am a small YouTuber with an audience too minuscule to make a living off of, and to be fair, I never really intend for this to be my full-time job. But it's something I wouldn't mind making a bit of dough off of. I already have a Ko-fi you can donate to me on if you want to, but I'm not so certain about Patreon, so I would like to ask you, the viewers, would you be fine with me launching a Patreon? It's something I've been unable to make up my mind on for a while now, so please let me know in the comments below. If I do end up going through and creating a Patreon page, I will update you in a separate video. The last thing I'd like to touch on is something personal that I've been keeping a secret for over a year until just recently. Something that broke me mentally and caused me both great anger and sadness. I don't want to go too deep into the details, but here's the summary. Sometime in May of last year, I had a quiet breakup with my boyfriend. I had been in frequent contact with him, messaging him and calling him when we weren't hanging out, when all of a sudden, he stopped messaging me, and wouldn't answer my calls either. My former boyfriend wasn't just some rando I met on some dating site. He was someone I had known and been friends with ever since 4th grade. So having someone I go way back with and have made so many good memories with just turn his back on me, yeah, it almost completely broke me, and I ended up not only sad, but angry. This explains some of the edgier takes and attitudes I had in my videos over the past year, especially my Dead Kennedys video. I do not know what I was doing shitting on post-punk and Olivia Rodrigo like they were Satan, In reality, I was trying to act like a tough badass to make up for the fact that I was in a very vulnerable place at the time. But now, over a year later, I'm completely over it. In other words, the breakup era of my content, as I will call it, is officially over. You can expect me to be a bit more happy and chill in my videos from here on out. Trust me, I'm not completely throwing away that Slayer-kun edge, but I'm going to stop acting like a jackass and be more true to myself now that I'm in a better place mentally. So, that's been my 2023 update video. Sorry if it got a little depressing towards the end, but I really think it's important to get that breakup off of my chest for good. Believe me, I needed to vent to ensure that I'm more positive and down to earth in my future content. Next time something bad happens to me, I will be sure to let you know sooner so I don't go through another angst period. If you are new here, feel free to like and subscribe, and if you'd like to support me, you can donate to me on Ko-fi. This is your local Trash Panda Slayer here, signing out.